Hi there, signs of Sagittarius. This is Kim, here to do your reading. Messages you need to hear the next 3 days, and they may help you in the future energy too. We'll just see what wants to come out. Let's do a Celtic cross for you. And I'm going to pull from this Todd Alcott's tarot deck, Sci-Fi Tarot. So let's see. Let's open up to your angels and your spirit guides for these messages. Please, for the sign of Sagittarius, wherever that placement might be, could apply. Just, you would know your birth chart better than me. All right, Sci-Fi Tarot. Good. Starting off with your energy with the 8 of Wands. 8. That's nice. Interesting that that's coming out message. Gosh. There's a new path here. After some sort of disappointment, there is a new path. It's good energy. It's good energy. It's like the challenge here is about patience with the things that you are investing in right now. Let's see here. Let's start with the world. So this is your recent past, and the world is meaning that a chapter is finished or completed. It's the end of the tarot, right? There's a chapter that is done, and so there would be a new one coming about. Lessons have been learned. Experiences kind of like are wrapping up when you see the world. What else about the world? The 5 of Cups. And it's interesting with this 5 of Cups, though, because I have it in your outcome, but I'm reading it in your outcome since it's with Judgment as being able to kind of move on from the past, from some sort of disappointment here. So, disappointment, sadness, or regret. There's something from the past that's still lurking here, or that's still around. Might have to do with a relationship or something like that, because this 10 of Wands is in the heart of the matter. I mean, and you can tell by the card, like the person's been carrying a lot. They've been carrying more than their share. They've essentially done all that they can do in a certain situation, and so it's like completed. Right, so it tends to represent this completion too. It's a cycle closing out. I'm not sure what happened, but something had to have happened here. Something where you were dealing with the 7 of Swords energy. What was the 10 of Wands about in the heart of the matter? Page of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Something here about you have the 8 of Wands. Okay, I'm flipping around here because you have the 8 of Wands for your issue, which says changes in the air. It means you get good news. And the Page of Pentacles is like about a message or news coming in. It's usually like an investment, an actual, like something you're going to invest your time, your energy, something material gain is going to come out of it. I feel like it's going to relieve your burdens, because something here is like heavy on the heart. And it in a way, it's like giving me a little bit of anticipation, but also some anxiety about the future or this new thing. It's divine timing to let go of what you've been carrying, what has been burdening you. It feels like emotional, like pain, like carrying around something that from the past, but it's so heavy, and it's something that maybe has even led to like physically feeling exhausted or tired here. So the challenge is the patience with what you're investing in right now. You have 7, 7, 8, 8. So it's divine timing. Something is like now. Something is happening or occurring now. It does say offer accepted. This might be a decision to accept an offer coming in. It's what it is. It's about somebody making a big decision. I'm not sure if you've decided yet on this. Maybe on this offer coming your way, or some sort of news that you've gotten. Oh, wow. It's good. It's good, whatever this is. We have a lot of 7s. I just keep noticing these 7s here. It seems like a dream offer. It really does, because I have the fairy tale card. The fairy tale card with the offer accepted card. The fairy tale says, believe the impossible, daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, magic, fanciful. Doesn't it seem like there's a dream offer? Something that's going to come in and it really relieves you. Something, sometimes this comes off to me as being strategy, but I think in this case that you have dealt with something that was insidious, or it was not as it seems. Something was like an illusion in the environment. What is the 7 of Swords here? The 4 of, okay, wait, well, we might be changing my mind here. The 4 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles. No, I definitely think you have dealt with something that, okay, I'm not changing my mind. I'm thinking that you have dealt with something here. I think it's what's completed, though. It is something of, it's something to the extent of like I fell for that, or I went for something and it didn't turn out to be what it was seeming like. But I'm also going to take the other meaning too, that you can apply it with using your intellect and your brain on some sort of strategy to bring in the wealth. Because up there in the Golden Destiny, you also have the 8 of Pentacles. So this 10 of Pentacles is some sort of strategy here for you to perfect your work. It feels very work related, but as to how you're feeling, I have the 6 of Cups, which is very nostalgic, or it can be looking to the past, on past memories. You could be feeling a very significant soulmate connection coming in. This could be something coming in that is actually going to lead to big milestones being met in your life, maybe even marriage with the 4 of Wands. It definitely is going to lead to wealth. I wonder. So this 8 of Pentacles is your mastery, right? So maybe we're just sitting here thinking about good times, but it's also bringing up some of the bad times too, to purge, to get past, right? Who is the 6 of Cups about? Because this is, like I say, how you're feeling. Who is it about? Your wishes being granted, and seeing clearly that you are, wow, there's too much. It's all good. All right, it's all good. you're going to focus here like on your self-satisfaction, on your happiness. It's very important that the journey is important for you too, with another soul, another individual. So this is about those people that are meeting you on that journey, but this is about happiness, and it's about seeing your situation clearly as to, I feel like going in some sort of new direction, taking a leap on a leap of faith on the universe, on what it has to offer you on this next stage, this zero. It's like it would be what comes after this world has wrapped up, right? And then you go right in alignment to the Magician. Hey, it's all zeros and ones, isn't it? So you're seeing something clearly, that your happiness really matters, and it's leading you to a new journey, to something where you're gonna have to, it can feel like taking a risk, but I think you have like narrowed down your choices. Like, you know, even if this is not a person that has manifested yet, you are feeling like you know exactly what you want. Because this card can be about, you know, oh, we need to choose wisely. There's all these things you're not so sure about. But with it in the reverse, I think you're absolutely clear on what you want to manifest. And if there is a soulmate that comes in, who and what that looks like to you. What is that going to feel like to you? You know what I mean? So I think you know what you want, and it's getting you there. All of the good cards, really, all of the good cards. So the strategy is that you have found out what works for you. Tell me more about the strategy, Spirit. Whoa. So your strategy is bringing in a win for you with the checkered flag. Have conclusion, outcome, finale, completion, verdict, settled, result, signaling the end, finishing in first, achievements, final chapter, endings, feeling relieved. Yes, because this Four of Wands is something where you feel like I've met a really big achievement in my life. And something is getting closer to that finish line for you. And I think you can feel it. I think you can feel it in the energy around. It's going to get messy on this table, but tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Like I say, your dream's coming true. Dream offer. I'm looking at, look, with that energy, with the fairy tale, the gavel, the star, and the Eight of Pentacles, you have some sort of thing coming in that's going to make you feel like, well, this is a dream come true. It's like doing what you really want to do because you do it so well. So dreams coming true, the stars aligning for you. And they're even telling me with this Seven of Pentacles being in the challenge to absolutely right now is not, even if it's before you've gotten any news, right now is not the time to give up on yourself or to let doubt creep in at all, because something good is coming here. It's going to make you very, very happy. It's going to make you feel like finally the stars are, you know, aligned for me, right? So even if you haven't seen any results yet, there's something that I don't have to tell you that you're good at, that you should just know that you're mastery level at it. You're great at it. It's going to make you really happy. Enjoying the ride. The biker. Adventure, right? Enjoying this ride that we call life. Eight of Pentacles, please, and the star. Tell me more about that. Yes, wow. Some of you all might be famous, becoming famous, or be famous in something maybe to do with your field, or maybe it's just something you like to do for fun, and then it gets turned into an actual, like, day-to-day, this is what I do now, you know what I mean? There's something that you have to say that the world literally needs to hear. And with this microphone, I don't know, I always get Isis energy with it, because she was known for speaking or affirming something out loud and then it just happening, and not much written down. She spoke things to be in existence, to come true. Yeah, there's still this thing. I'm jumping around. Okay, let me just complete, Kim. It says, yeah, news, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion, make known, communicate, being heard, and speaking up. It's going to put you right there to where whatever you have to say is being amplified. And you can be assured, like, when this card comes up, that you're also, like, your affirmations and what you affirm to yourself, the way that your energy speaks for yourself to the universe is being amplified at this time. So it's this magician energy within you. So that's very important. That energy there of the microphone and being heard is very important to your dreams and some sort of work that you're going to have on this day-to-day. But I don't think it's going to be something you even would consider work. Interesting. Okay, so I have the crystal ball with intuition, premonition, seeing clearly, discernment, past, present, future, ESP, gut reaction. They're letting you know that what you have predicted for yourself to be true is coming true, right? What is that Confucius statement is, there's the man that says he can and there's the man that says he can't, and they're both right. So what you have predicted is in alignment with your stars, your destiny, what you feel is meant for you. That's what's going to come. Okay? So this book burning, with it being in the reverse as well as that checkered flag kind of coming out in the reverse, I'm thinking that it has something to do with this chapter still some, like, it's the entrails of something is still being wrapped up. It's being wrapped up. If somebody tried to silence you so that you could not be heard, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a person, it could be an energy, you know, like when you're here to shine your light, when you're here to give hope in the world, positivity into the world, when your work matters, especially to the divine, right? When it matters that you say and speak what you need to say, or that you get to work on what you need to work on, then nothing's going to get in the way. And this card is like about how, well, the way that it's coming out, it's about how if an energy tried to stop you or silence you or cancel you, it won't work, it didn't work, and you will be heard. Because, like I said in the beginning, the world needs to hear you. Something very important about what you have to say here. Maybe about what you predict too. So there may be something very important about what you're able to predict. It starts with you, right? So the Page of Swords. Look at that. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Just by the way I picked it up. Have a feeling that's what that news is. Page of Swords is news or information coming to you. Can also be somebody that has been observing you, observing your work, watching what you do. This news, I feel like, is going to lead you out of any kind of worry when it comes to your material, your finances. It's going to give you signs and synchronicities. Okay, listen to your body too. Listen to your body, because the Page of Swords can be your mind, body, intuition, communication, like all of that, like listening to yourself, and intellectualizing it, like with wise discernment. So something is good. Wow, fairy tale here involves something being balanced out in a beautiful way. Marriage, relationships, partnerships, contracts, agreements. Something here that you're going to see that you're going to want to go for it, because I have the 7 of Wands. I'm looking at this as a person who's just very passionate about what they want to stand up for. And you could be somebody who spreads the word or spreads a message that has to do with people's rights, and standing up and asserting yourself for the greater good. And it might have something very much so to do with your purpose here. And maybe even something that has to do with legalities or, well, like I say, rights. There's something here about that, about this asserting yourself. You are the Page of Swords in my mind. You are the advocate. You are the person who needs to be heard. You have a lot to say. And you hold with what you say and your actions this truth that justice brings about. So It's very interesting energy. It's inspiring. And I think you might be inspiring somebody in specific too. Because I get the feeling of somebody like watching you with admiration, watching you with some sort of work that you're passionate about and wanting you to succeed, maybe to the point where they might be very wealthy, coming in from the outside and wanting to invest in you, support you, because of wanting to see you cross that finish line, because you're just so deserving in this person's eyes, and maybe in a lot of people's eyes, right? So I'm getting that message too. So, well, tell me more. Okay, I have the train with me. We're going to be moving on. And there's some sort of new direction. Oh, wow, you're going to be going there fast. So that eight of Wands says on the card, changes in the air, because it can mean that once this communication comes in, it sets you on a path very fast, forward motion, fast rise even, something like that. And you could be feeling, with the slingshot energy, the pullback. You could be feeling tension or anxiety. Perhaps you're even picking up on the excitement that's to come in this future energy. But whatever it is here, you can be assured that the slingshot is saying you're about to get sent into the direction, up into the sky, up to the stars, where you belong. You know what I mean, metaphorically, like the star. And it's like ready, set, go. So I would be prepared for that. So this is gonna set something into motion. So in your hope and fear, I have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, it says, first, adventure of the spirit. First to set foot upon a new world. Yeah, I do think of adventure when I think of the Knight of Wands. But I also think of your sign, because it is associated with the Knight of Wands. Of adventure and going in the direction that your heart feels passionate about. Because whatever it is that you have a strong opinion about, or you have a stirring in your spirit to talk about, it's it's with this energy. It's in alignment with this energy, and this is going to take you places. So you can even think about travel and things like that. It could be leading you even to a relationship, because this would be, if it's a person, this could be somebody that comes in kind of quick, that makes a very fast decision about you, because they would feel a lot of passion here. So tell me more. Could be like a twin flame energy. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity, and it can be associated with a person. So, but woo, I see the 10 of Cups too on the bottom, and the 2 of Swords. So you'll be having to make a big decision coming up. You're going to find out that there, like I said, there's this opportunity or offer that's coming in. It feels like a fairy tale. It feels like it's going to be almost too good to be true. It's going to offer a lot of stability, financial resources, and there's something very emotionally satisfying, like your heaven on earth, your completion. It's in view if you go on this path. So Judgment is here with an announcement to make. And I think it's that you're moving on from the past. Because if you see what it has with the, it's like right when you lost hope, or right when you thought that something wasn't going to change. Because that 7 of Pentacles, you know, that's the challenge. So when we're like looking at the field and that we've sowed all the seeds, we know we're doing the right things, but something hasn't grown the way we really want it to yet. It can put us in this 5 of Cups energy. But see their little capsule, their little container, they're just kind of, they're sitting there, and these people are not going anywhere, obviously, in these capsules. But these are like sending you to lift off a new path, so that you don't end up in this energy for long. And it takes you away from that. It takes you into something new. It's like your resurrection, or resurrecting something in your life, a total new experience for it. And I always think judgment is like Spirit has a plan, and you will have to decide if you're okay with this plan or not. I think you're going to be okay with this plan. Yeah, because whatever you've experienced here in the past, I think it's been something that's held you back. I don't know if it's a person or if it's somebody that didn't give you, didn't appreciate you the way that you should have. There's something that's actually divinely guided to kind of correct that energy or change that energy around where you get recognized, where you are divinely led to somebody stable. Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant, and this is doing really good with your finances, doing good with resources, receiving a lot. The home life is good, the business is good, and it looks like you have a divine commitment coming in, or this is something that's set up from the higher power, the Most High. And this can even be talking about your connection. But so what we're letting go of from the past, or the thing that was maybe bothering us, was that somebody just didn't recognize you or appreciate you. And it'll be, that's what's ending. That's what's changing. So, yeah. Even, possibly even in an abusive or openly dishonorable situation that you're in with Pillory here in the reverse. So there's something new, divinely guided, to come into your life to let you know that you're loved, respected, and it's this new path. It leads to financial abundance as well as a lot of love. Ring says contracts, agreements, bonds, strong connections, counterpart, lovers, telepathy, like-minded people, a committed partner, a soulmate. What else about this? You're going to feel a lot of passion, fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. I think it is passion. The Jug, a lighthearted, carefree time. The Rose, romance is in the air. And Judgment, the announcement, maybe wedding bells in the future, or accepting a contract where you'll be working with somebody that's really, they're attached to completions, new chapters, and great happiness with the Harp. Great happiness, being led to you through the divine. Through the divine. So this is what I have for you all tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. As usual, let's get an angel number to wrap it up. Sagittarius. New contract in the air. And your voice will not be stopped, is what I'm hearing also. Time for that adventure. Number 23. I'm adventurous. 111, that was your angel number here to close off. And it says your angels are fully ready to support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life that you love. I am creative. So that's what I have. I'm sending you much love. Bye.